His Morning Crew with Rob, Allison, and Jim.
Mycah Wallace is an amazing little boy, and he's fighting leukemia. Even though Mycah is going through a lot, you'll be inspired by the way that he thinks about others. Thank you, Mycah, and his mom, Ashley, and dad for joining us in the studio this morning.
Hey.
We're so excited to have you guys. Now, Ashley, you took Mycah to the doctor about a year ago because he had a fever and some red spots all over his body. You got home, and within 20 minutes, your phone rang. What did the doctor say?
She told us that we needed to take him to Eggleston because they thought that he had leukemia.
That must have been a hard phone call to get.
Yes, it was. Very.
And walking through this journey, it's been a year, right?
Yes.
What's it been like for this past year for your family?
Extremely hard. The first, 6 months was really, really hard. He was in the hospital probably every week with treatment, and then we would be home for a few days, and then we would be back in the hospital for a fever and low blood counts.
That just happened, was it last week you guys were in the hospital again?
We were last week for low blood counts and fever.
Well, Mycah, your mom recently asked you, what brought you the most comfort while you were in the hospital? Do you remember what you said?
He told me blankets, and then a few minutes later he come back in there and said that he wanted to bring blankets to all the kids in the hospital.
What are you going to do with those blankets?
He wants to take them and give them to the kids at the hospital.
Wow, that's so kind. I love your generous heart. Well, Mycah, our friends at Playtime Edventures heard about your mission. They actually create educational sheet sets and blankets for kids, and they are currently used in about a dozen hospitals. And president and founder Kevin Gatlin, he's joining us live with a special message just for you, Mycah. Good morning, Kevin.
Good morning. Hey, Mycah and family. How are you all?
We're good.
Good. Well, I was truly inspired when I heard about Mycah's story, and I just knew I had to help. So on behalf of Playtime Bed Sheets, we want to donate a case of our Playtime Bed Sheets to you, Mycah, and the great work you're about to do in the community.
Wow. Did you hear that, Mycah? He's going to give you a bunch of blankets for your goal.
That's right. That's right. We're really inspired. Not only do you inspire, kids your age, but you inspire old people my age as well.
You're not all that old, Kevin. I'm so curious, Ashley, how does this make you and your family feel?
This is awesome. There's no words for this.
Well, Kevin, we sure do appreciate your heart and everything that you're doing to help out. You got a lot that's going on with what you're doing right now.
We do. We've been blessed. We've been truly busy the past this year.
And now you're doing this for Mycah and Ashley and all these kids in the hospital. I think that is tremendous. As a matter of fact, you can join in and help as well. Text the word blanket to 800-447-7234, and you can help out Mycah's mission to get these blankets and these sheets and everything in to these kids in the hospital. So we're going to get a lot of help for you guys.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Thank
so
you.
grateful for the trip that you've made to come here. Mycah, we love you. We're praying for you, buddy. You are an inspiration to us. I hope you really do know that. It's Rob, Allison, and Jim, His Morning Crew on His Radio. You can see this story online, by the way, at hisradio.com, Apple TV, and Roku. And remember, text the word blanket to 800 His Radio.